Tuesday. It's breakfast time. I've got a Canteen cup and I'm hungry. Hey, last night at work I was flipping through my book. I write down my Canteen Cup Tuesday ideas in this book amongst other things, and I was looking through my 100 sub contest entries, and Nelson C., I had an idea with yours. You wanted me to do biscuits and gravy. So I thought of something. We're going to do a little twist on that and see what we can come up with. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to find out together. Alright, so what I've got here is I've just got some white pepper gravy mix. This is enough to make about a cup of gravy, but I'm going to put a little extra water in there. And then I've got some Bisquick and I've got some dehydrated coconut milk in here. So I'm going to basically do a biscuit dumpling. I'm going to cook it in the gravy, kind of like you do chicken and dumplings. At least that's my goal. We'll see how it turns out. I don't know. I hope it turns out okay though, because I am hungry. Now, I think normally you're supposed to take your mix here and dissolve it in a little bit of water and then add it to a portion of water that's already boiling. We're just going to do it like this. Alright, now the Bisquick recipe for the biscuit dumplings is 2 cups of mix and 2/3 of a cup of milk. I have about a half a cup of mix here, and so I'm going to use like 1/6 of a cup of water along with my coconut milk powder. Let's see, my little cup here, it goes down to a 1/4 cup. So I'm going to just fill this up, just a little bit below that. I'm not going to add all that water right away. I didn't bring any extra mix with me, so I want to make sure I don't add too much water. Yeah, I think we got plenty of water in there. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of that. Now, the difference between Bisquick's biscuit recipe and their dumpling recipe is half a cup of mix. They use the same amount of milk, and it's just a half a cup more mix for the biscuit recipe. I've got about a half a cup of extra water versus what the gravy mix calls for, but in addition to that thickening it up, these are going to thicken it up also. I'm just guessing. I don't know if that's too much or too little. This is my first time doing this. Alright, what I'm trying to do here is basically make 3 distinct biscuits. Get in there. Off the side. There you go. Dumplings are basically a 10 minutes with the lid off, 10 minutes with the lid on. If you didn't think we could get boil action with that little wicking stove, alright, so I've simmered away for 10 minutes with the lid off. It's time to put it on. Now you'll notice I kicked my canteen cup off to the side a little bit. I'm actually trying to regulate my heat and not boil quite so hard. While this does its next 10 minutes, I'm going to get some water going in my Esbit stove for a cup of coffee. Pot was rocking around back and forth with the boil. I'll set it back on it so it won't so it won't lose it. That would be a sad day. If I just want to boil up some water real quick, this is one of my simple go-to stoves. As soon as that Esbit cube takes a light, you can put your pot on and get your water going. Today for my coffee, I'll be using a UCC pour over. This is a Japanese coffee. In a country without counter space, leave it to the Japanese to come up with a Keurig that doesn't take up any space. If you're interested, you can find these on Amazon. The first time I bought them, I had to get them shipped in from Japan, but now they have some warehoused here in the States. Alright, let's get these biscuits and gravy in the bowl. This gives you a real cup of coffee out on the trail, and that is so nice. Sometimes I use them at home also. They're actually come out to about 50 cents a cup, which is no worse, if not a little bit better than the Keurigs. I like to catch a little bit of flame that's left to dry my lid in my pot. Yeah, I think we did it. I mean, can you see that? I mean, that's biscuit. I see some little ants running around. I'm gonna jump in here and eat this before they do. But look at that. It's biscuit. I've got plenty of gravy. I probably didn't need quite that much gravy mix. Got my hot black coffee. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast. I almost forgot, we got taste test this guy, don't we? It looked like a biscuit, but does it taste like a biscuit? You see that? That's the bite, y'all. See what we got. Ready? Oh man, that's good. Here you go, biscuits on the trail. Biscuits and gravy, and you don't even have to bake. How much more simple can it be? I mean, this is almost freezer bag cooking. Well, thanks Nelson C for the idea. Now, one quick side note. After sitting here eating about half the bowl, I did start to notice the slight undertones of the coconut in the biscuit, which is fine for me. It doesn't bother me. But if you don't like coconut, just use regular powdered milk when you make up your biscuit mix, okay? Man, I needed this. All I ate at work last night was snacky junk all night long. Hey, and look here, there's going to be some cleanup involved, but as long as you regulate your heat, I mean, I got most of it up in one quick spoonful, okay? That's cleaning. I can't believe it was that easy. See you on the trail.